If we take Savast, Zandberg will be right before our eyes. Let's go at this like it's our last hurrah.
Yes, let's finish this. For all our fallen friends. For Godot. For Hans.
Well, well. You're able to say such manly things now, Bloom.
Simply fighting to the end isn't enough. We have to win.
You said it.
Aha! I promise you this, my lovely ladies. I'll bring about a valiant victory with grace and glory.
Princess,
Yes?
look how far you've come. Guess I shouldn't have expected anything less from you.
Oh. Thank you very much.
I really admire you, Ophelia. Not only as a princess, but as a soldier, too. I'll support you. Do your best, fighting princess.
Helena.
I always supported you, Fifi, and I'll protect you forever.
Now, that is my calling. I cannot simply hand it to you. So why don't the both of us protect Her Highness?
Sarah, Miranda, thank you. I will look after you as well. Nay, I believe we all should look after each other. Let us win this fight without a single one of us being lost.
Okay, everyone, sync up your watches. We'll take Savast by sundown and wait for the Valkyria to come. When it does, we end this once and for all.
September 11th, 6 a.m. The Jutland army began their assault on Savast, the last fortress before the imperial capital.
Sir, I've received word that the weapon shipment will be delayed.
Just as I feared. The snow impedes our ability to call upon reinforcements. No matter. We'll make do with the fighting strength we have gathered now. If we lose, I will bear responsibility. Loyal soldiers of His Majesty's Imperial Army, Savast is the Empire's last line of defense. Prepare yourselves to give the ultimate sacrifice in order to bring victory and continued prosperity to the motherland.
Smash their defenses! Storm the Citadel! We need to dismantle the coastal artillery guarding the gates. As long as those cannons are operational, we can't get near the fortress. Split up and take them down as quickly as you can.
No time to rest for the weary. Or in my case, the manly.
Time is the enemy too.
Exactly.
It's so cold. I need something to do to keep warm.
I have to agree with Helena.
Good to go?
But of course.
I'll lead one party. Daryl, you take the other. Meet back here after completing the objective, or if anything goes wrong. Move out!
Not bad, Jutes. But I think that's enough.
Now the main force can safely reach the fortress. Let's meet back up with them and join the assault.
Hey, what the hell is that? The Empire's last line of defense.
A new kind of mono weapon?
Last of the Imperial Grand Generals.
Here he comes, guys.
Weapons free! Destroy that tank! Spankendorf.
So, you're the leader of the Wolf Pack. Such bravado.
Stay back. I'll handle this.
So, you desire a duel? Very well then. Let us dance. You fail to comprehend the Emperor's greatness, his right to rule. Europa will be his. What happened in Molda was a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. You might say that Molda was offered up to give way to His Majesty's shining future.
How dare you call meaningless slaughter a necessary sacrifice?
Are you sane? Do you really believe that the Emperor burned down an orphanage for the fun of it? On some whim?
What?
The nearby temple ruins housed a ring capable of calling forth the Valkyria's power.
Are you saying you killed everyone for some ring?
But that wasn't all. Luckier still, we found that woman at the orphanage. We needed someone with a strong affinity with Ragnite to serve as the Valkyria's vessel. And there she was, standing right in front of us, wearing a Ragnite pendant.
No.
Once the ring started reacting to the pendant, well, that proved she had the qualities to serve as the vessel for the Valkyria. We knew she would suit our needs.
It's because I gave her that pendant.
Oh. So you're the one who gave that to her. Well, I suppose we should be thanking you then. Because of you, Ruse gained the strength of the Valkyria and rose to the power it now knows. Such a fragile thing.
I've made up my mind. I won't ever falter! That I'll stop the Valkyria and Miss Maria.
Not bad, Alchemist. Not bad at all.
This ends here! I'm fine. Looks like we'll finish this before sundown.
Just so. Now we can only hope it all goes according to plan.
Have faith in Saul and Vi.
The Ruse army retaliated viciously even after losing their commander, but they could not halt Jutland's advance. The citadel of Sevast fell before sundown.
Your Majesty! It's Grand General Galouche! He...
Continue.
We've received word he fell in battle at Sevast!
Anything else?
Our forces have suffered substantial casualties. Sire?
You are dismissed.
You have need of me?
Go to the citadel of Sevast and...
Your Majesty! Sire, forgive my...
out with it.
Near our borders, the combined forces of Brenland and the other major powers are on the attack!
Ah!
With the intel that Violet had gathered, Solomon's negotiations with Brenland succeeded. As hoped for, the allied armies of Brenland and the other major powers began attacking Ruse.
This is all too convenient. Those vexing Jutes must have planned for this.
Were you not about to command me to action?
So be it then. Make haste toward the Empire's borders. After giving those superpowers a taste of true power, go to Sevast and destroy the Jutish army once and for all.
Very well.
A fine mess those fools have made.
No Valkyria here yet.
Which means?
Ugh, what terrible weather we're having.
Vi.
Mission completed. The Valkyria is currently occupied at Ruse's border.
It worked, Your Highness!
Indeed.
Too soon to celebrate. We need to prepare for the Valkyria.
Tisk, Tisk, you truly are a charmless churl. To say nothing of your dolorous demeanor. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Violet?
Oh? But Hamlet's smile is rather adorable, you know.
Sure, though once or twice I've seen it. He doesn't even laugh at my puns.
About that, are you sure it's not that he can't laugh, but that your jokes are terrible?
There's no time for talk. We gotta get ready.
Pardon.
What?
Would you please reconsider? There has to be another way. If we put our heads together, then surely...
We can worry about that after we win.
Hamlet.
Right now, our only concern is stopping the Valkyria.
Just so.
Look, Freet. The people all over Elsinore are gathering.
It's certainly spectacular, and befitting the new dawn Jutland is about to see.
We're good to go. The rest is up to you, Am.
It's almost morning.
Mm-hmm.
We're not waiting in vain, are we? Are we?
Don't be impatient. There's still time. Our troops are in the ideal position right now. I can't wait to fight it.
It's here.
Been waiting for you, Valkyria. You're going down for good this time.
Foolish mortals who brandish powers beyond your means. I shall deliver you to your final destination.
There's about an hour left until the sun rises. We have to stand our ground until then. Miss Maria!
This ends here. Foolish mortals who wield powers beyond your means. You shall atone for that crime with your lives. But I suppose that I, too, must atone.
It's not over yet.
Ophelia! Now!
Right!
Oh, beauteous azure light.
So this was your aim from the start, mortals!
I
told you not to use that power!
Spear in hand, please grant us the strength to stand. Watching
Sunrise!
over this fair
Come on!
kingdom.
Let's sing! Send your feelings to Jutland's savior! Give it all up for the goddess of victory!
Oh, heaven, voices raised in thankful praise unto the skies above. I send you my prayer of love. Oh, valiant warriors who fell in battle glorious, in silence they slumber still atop such a lonely hill. Blessed banner hoisted high, unfurled 'neath the Savior's eye, built upon a foundation grand, soil of our motherland. Oh, country, please grant now thou must avenge the dearest son ever Jutland, who shall prosper subjects and royalty, both joined in faithful loyalty.
I need to withdraw. Impossible. How can it be this strong?
The Valkyria's weakening!
This is it! Let's finish this! For Jutland!
For Jutland!
For Jutland! I cannot lose here!
Hamlet.
Miss Maria.
So, that's her.
Captain!
Everyone, please. I need to do this on my own. This has happened before. Maria only gains control when the Valkyria's weak. If she's going to die, I should be the one to do it on my own.
But she's like your mother, your mentor, and you accept it?
Yeah, I don't know how anyone could fight someone they love.
That's the reason why. It has to be me. Ophelia, keep up the Galder.
But Amlet...
Ophelia, we need to see this through to the very end.
The final curtain, the world burns, thou's bruised.
I understand.
Feel the tears forming.
It'll be all right, Miss Maria. I'm gonna free you from the Valkyria's curse!
Thank you.
So much suffering. This has to be the pain in Amlet's heart. I can feel it through the Galder, beating as strongly as if it were my own. A dull, throbbing heartache, such painful sorrow. Nay, that is why I must see it through to the bitter end.
Miss Maria! Miss Maria!
Amlet,
Miss Maria.
you've grown so much. Thank you for this. You made this with everyone, didn't you? It's beautiful.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
It's all right, Amlet. I've taken many lives as the Valkyria. I must atone for what I've done. That's why I wished for this to happen.
No.
I'm sorry. I made you do something so painful. But I'm glad in a way. I get to spend my last moments with you. Thank you for that.
Please, Miss Maria, don't die. We've missed you so much. Solomon, Basil, Freed, Violet. They're all waiting for you.
I want to see them too. I'm sure they've grown into wonderful adults. just like you.
They're doing much better than me. Saul's a politician. Basil's rich. Vi's a secret agent. And Freed made it as a writer. Please, don't go. Don't leave us again.
Smile, Amlet. I've always loved everyone's smiles. Please, would you? There. That look suits you better. It was a bit more mischievous back then, though.
Miss Maria.
Live strong, Amlet. Happily. With everyone.
I will.
Amlet.
We're not done yet. Time to take care of the Emperor.
I managed to live. At last, I am satisfied.
No way! It can't be.
But how? This isn't fair.
Mission's over. Let's go home.
At last, it is all over.
No, not yet. There's still one more thing to do. Come on.
September 15th. The war that lasted roughly 1 year between the Kingdom of Jutland and the Ruzi Empire had ended.
I stand before you to declare that the Kingdom of Jutland has achieved victory in our battle against the Ruzi Empire. Ruse has formally surrendered to Jutland. Its delegates are requesting the immediate negotiation of a new peace treaty. We fought under a banner of liberation for all who suffered the unjust embargo, and we have won. The war is over. 'Twas the necessary first step toward ushering in a new era, both for this great nation and for its worthy citizens. And now, my beloved subjects, I have decided to return the countries annexed throughout the war back into the hands of their respective peoples. Furthermore, I pledge to show empathy and forgiveness during the upcoming negotiations with Ruse.
Your Highness, are you saying we're relinquishing all the land and resources we obtained during the war?
But we won!
What was the point then?
Please listen. I understand all of your feelings, I do. However, should we continue down this path, we would be no different than the empire we fought so hard to overcome. This is Jutland's own revolution.
But this isn't what we wanted!
Besides, it's nothing other countries
Conquering
don't
is
do.
bad,
but so's being a doormat!
Yeah, the two are wildly different!
There truly is no other way. Everyone, this is a harsh reality, but you deserve to know the entire truth. There is something more I must tell you. We, the people of Jutland, have no right to enjoy the resources taken from the other nations.
What does she mean?
Unbeknownst to the royal court, this war was instigated by the unlawful self-interests of a select few conspirators. They dragged the kingdom and its citizens into war. And as a result, our acquisition of other lands is inherently unjust.
What? You mean someone staged the whole war?
How could anyone do such a thing?
I hereby indict Captain Amlet Gronkair. Alongside Councilman Solomon Collenberg, Mr. Basil Sabanchi, Mr. Freet Erickson, and Lieutenant Violet Sand. This circle of 5 stands accused of high treason.
How can that... What is the meaning of this?
These saboteurs secretly colluded to escalate international tension and promote conflict without the Crown's permission. By inciting violence, they created this state of affairs. All for a plot to take control of the nation for themselves. But while the outset of the war was caused by their schemes, the fact still remains that we rose up in a time of crisis. Their crimes do not diminish our right to fight for freedom. Thus, there was nothing wrong with moving toward liberation.
But we were manipulated! My son! He died for you!
That is precisely why we need to hold them accountable. They must answer for the lives lost to their selfish gains.
Did you know about this, Your Highness?
Nay, I knew not. To be deceived and exploited by my own royal subjects. Words cannot express my regret. Therefore I vow before you all, I charge them here and now to bear the brand of traitor for their unjust plot and the war crimes committed thence. We shall put these 5 to trial, judge them by our own hands, and thus make redress to a world wronged. Take these traitors away.
Ophelia, the people are most unsettled. Do you not have any words of comfort to offer them?
Everyone, a glorious new dawn has arisen over the kingdom. Lest we forget, this victory was obtained by our hands. Let us be proud of that fact, and walk side by side toward Jutland's bright and shining future. Together.
A few days after Amlet and the others were apprehended, it's said they stood before the courts. They were tried for the 2 charges of instigating a war of aggression and high treason.
During the trials, the secret deals Solomon made with the British ambassador were all brought to light. However, all that information was leaked to the justice system by the 5 and Ophelia.
It can't be. They themselves created crimes on purpose so they could be judged?
On the day of the ruling,
Amlet Grandcare, I hereby sentence you to death. Solomon Collenberg, I hereby sentence you to death. Basil Sabonchi, I hereby sentence you to death. Freet Eriksson, I hereby sentence you to death. Violet Sand, I hereby sentence you to death.
Your Highness, the verdict.
It is all right, Miranda. I knew what the outcome would be.
The execution of the 5 traitors was done on the same day.
Here lie the Circle of 5, whose vengeful actions brought forth an inferno of war. With their execution, the blood of the brave legions is redeemed, and a just peace born. They rest eternally in the land of their birth, by the grace of the Holy Mother.
Yes. This gravestone itself tells the truth of the traitors. This is what you've been searching for, how these 5 became traitors. This was all told to my great-great-grandmother from Ophelia herself. Afterward, Jutland merged only with Molde. It returned to the territory it once was in 1843. The lands Jutland had seized during the war were returned as reparations to their original countries, including Ipsaria. Laertes returned to Ipsaria shortly after. He ruled Ipsaria as the one-armed king. From his conversations with Ophelia and Amlet, Laertes found the path that he wished to walk. He heeded his people, listened to them, walked beside them. He became a wise ruler who brought prosperity to Ipsaria. The Rusi Empire relinquished its lands, including its capital, to Jutland. Jutland, however, demanded otherwise. The lands were restored to their original countries. Even so, Rus was sizable and continued to call itself an empire. However, Its power eventually declined. After the war, the map of Europa was redrawn on a grand scale. This tiny place and its memories that they cherished. You should understand how hard Queen Ophelia strove to build the country we now have. Now that you know the truth, I'm sure you can.
Right. Thank you everyone for listening and watching the story for this long. If you stayed for the entire thing and then watched the whole thing to the end, I really thank you. I'm thankful that you stayed into the story and enjoyed it. I will be doing the second book and the third book. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it one of these days. I will, when I have more time on my hands. But again, if you gotten this far, thank you for staying by and reading watching the story to the end. Maybe in the future I can do this again. Maybe with another game that has a lot of story that no one hasn't done yet. Cause I'm pretty sure no one on YouTube has done all 3 books. Because I think to some people they may find the story boring, but I find it intriguing. And I love the story, I always did, ever since I played it in 2017. It's always been one of my favorite games that I like playing. So I'm going to continue this. I don't know when exactly, but I will continue this game again, and I'll start by reading the second book, which is this one. So, again, thank you all for watching it to the end. We'll see you on the next video, or my next YouTube video rather.